Inspector network monitoring software makes network blind spots disappear. We've identified 5 IT management blind spots present in every computer network. These information voids were the cause of over 90% of all network disruptions and threats and have been detected over hundreds of environments. Blind spot number 3, network connectivity issues. To ensure network uptime, availability, and secure operations, you must identify the source of connectivity issues that prevent users from doing their job or that may indicate a compromised system. Inspector software connects to the network just inside the firewall, where it continuously logs, analyzes, and stores all bidirectional TCP, UDP, and ICMP data flows, providing device-independent identification and verification of network connectivity. Connectivity in pictures. The system makes a request to connect to an external server. The server issues back an acknowledgement and effectively establishes a communication path. This process happens throughout the day over and over again. Such cases where a connection cannot be made, Inspector is able to track these failed sessions and keeps record of it in a centralized database where it sees everything. Failed connections can indicate congestion, system issues, and system compromise. Let's look at the Inspector interface, and I'll explain how to use the network connectivity information to eliminate blind spots and get better operational understanding and improved results. We're looking at the network level outbound TCP services representing all user application activity sorted by bandwidth. That's a lot, but bear with me. Zoom in on the column headers. You can sort and view each element by clicking on the header. Clicking on Sessions shows the chattiest ports and applications. The number of sessions doesn't necessarily correspond to bandwidth use. Clicking on the Failed Session column ranks the systems or activities generating the most errors in the 3-part handshake, a great way to identify problems. Drilling into any port lets you see the end-to-end traffic activity on that port. Let's look at port 80. We're now looking at port 80. Network detail, click Failed Header to rank servers with the highest failure rate. To examine server connection issues in more detail, click the server to see the external server activity profile. Click Session Activity to see if failures were sporadic or consistent. Consistent failure rate indicates an automated service issuing connection requests 7/24 to the Corel server. An admin can assess if this is legitimate or not and can take any necessary actions. It's important to eliminate network connectivity blind spots because if left unattended, connection failures can act like an internal denial of service attack, and at the very least, they burn bandwidth and will ultimately affect network uptime and availability. Again, failed connections are a result of congestion, system issues, compromise. Congestion occurs when traffic loads deplete available resources such as WAN bandwidth, switch port capacity, system memory, or processing power. Congestion is a normal part of Ethernet. To overcome it, we got gigabit and multi-gigabit networks. System issues comprise internal hardware and components or application and process conflicts that inhibit system performance. The effect of a denial of service attack is that a target system will ultimately fail under a load of continuous network connection requests. A computer infected by a Trojan or bot can often be identified by volumes of failed attempts to connect to other systems. It's critical to know your own normal network operations so that unusual activity can be more easily identified. All these machines attempted to phone home to a system in China. Failures is a great way to identify system compromise. Identifying systems that are failing thousands of times per hour are easy fixes to conserve valuable network bandwidth. Any internal workstation or server is only a network connection away from compromise or disruption, so it's important to understand end-to-end cause and effect. If something does not serve a legitimate business need, it should be eliminated immediately. Even for connectionless UDP traffic, you can examine data flow direction and assess internal control settings and impact. Inspector offers a consistent way to ensure network connectivity and performance meet and exceed company design guidelines and eliminates the blind spots that are the cause of over 90% of all IT disruptions. If you'd like to try Inspector software and expose your network's blind spots, it's a fast, easy, and free process. Click the download link below this video or call us at 303-800-5421. We're happy to help.